Hey gang. Well, this place may look kind of familiar because in this series, or playlist of videos I should say, this was actually the first video in the series called Backyard Wrestling Memories, where I came down here and did a little video of the old house we used to do wrestling at for the XIW and UUW, a couple of backyard wrestling promotions I helped run. And I wanted to come down here today and share another memory with you guys of a match that happened that didn't quite end very well. In the XIW, for those of you who don't know, stood for Extreme Independent Wrestling. And we were all hoping to one day get out of the backyard and onto the independent scene. We had a lot of deals worked out with video companies and stuff like that were going to try to help us out, get our names out there, make a little money, and hopefully afford a wrestling ring and start doing shows. Probably still in people's backyards, but eventually, hopefully, in other different places. But due to a lot of politics and a lot of nonsense, it didn't get that chance. But today I want to talk to you all about a street fight title match that went pretty badly. Now, the street fight title in XIW was the secondary championship we had. And, of course, the street fight title was sort of our version of the hardcore title in the old WWF, WWE. And UUW had their own version of a hardcore title, but they call it the Extreme title, where things were taken a little bit more to a higher level of hardcore and stuff like that. Whereas we were trying to be something where our title was, falls count anywhere, and you can hit them with weapons, and sometimes have a little silliness involved in it. The Extreme title basically had light tubes and things like that to use in their matches. So we tried to avoid that. We tried to be a little bit more fun with our championship. So we have a street fight title match. Now, I had no control over who was going to win, who was going to lose, because, quite honestly, I just let the guys do whatever they wanted to in a lot of matches, which I should have had a little bit more control over who won and who lost, so that in this way maybe there wouldn't have been so many politics and stuff like that. But, as the old saying goes, stuff happens. So what happened is that we have our street fight title match, and everything's going really, really well inside the house. Falls cutting anywhere, there's falls in that little area there, and that area where the audience sat, and way off in the back and stuff like that. But then eventually the match came to the outside. So of course I'm still recording this, and honestly I don't know what happened to the old videotape, but I still wish I would love to upload it on YouTube sometime. But it spilled out here, it came out here, it actually got out here to the road, and eventually went over there to that chain link fence area right there at the park. Now, unbeknownst to us, there was some kind of a kid's birthday party happening right up there at the picnic tables. So the two guys, who I believe it was the Infliction Child and Richter, I'll have to check up on that sometime, battling it out, a couple of pinfalls and everything like that, and people up there at the picnic tables are screaming and yelling at us, saying that they're going to call the cops. One of our wrestlers named Josh Thompson said, "Go right the F ahead." So the match gets finished. They wind up finishing it right back in there because, we all suggest, guys, go back in there and just finish this thing, so hopefully we won't have to deal with any cops from up there. So they go at it for about another 5-6 minutes, something like that. Finish the match and everything like that. So that was our main event for the day, because we didn't have a world's champion at the time. So we're sitting there resting, talking about the day's events and everything like that. And what happened? A cop showed up. he came down here, he talked to the guys, then eventually he talked to me because he knew me, and I explained to him what happened, and I just said, you know, we're just doing backyard wrestling here. And he said, well, that's fine, just keep it here in the house, don't go out there in the public because people think that you guys are really fighting, everything like that. I said, okay, no problem. So if we did any more Falls Count Anywhere matches, we just took to about right around here, and that's about as far as we took it. We never took it much less outside of here. So XIW lasted a little bit longer, but again, unfortunately, due to a lot of politics and a lot of guys who just didn't really want to look bad in front of their girlfriends or bad on tape, it pretty much fell to the wayside. And yeah, so we never got that chance to do an independent show or anything like that. But we tried again to bring it back a couple more times, but it was like too little too late, and it was like old business all over again. Everybody wanted to be recorded, everybody wanted to look good in front of their girlfriends or on camera, and it just fell to crap. So yeah. I wouldn't mind bringing backyard wrestling back again one day, but it's going to have to take a lot of work to get that done, and a lot of commitment. And of course, I'd have to promise the guys, yes, I will put your matches on YouTube, but we have to cut out the parts about the music entrances and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, and maybe one day I'll do some more backyard wrestling and put it here on YouTube and see what you guys think of it. But there you guys have it, my little story of the craziest street fight title match ever that somehow involved the cops. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. And of course, if you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And until next time around, I'm not sure what I'm going to record next, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But till next time, thanks for watching. And as always, stay strong and rock on.